Hi, I'm Hannah Ahuja, and today I'm going to talk about vitamin D, its role in our body, and how do we meet the daily recommendations by eating good healthy food sources. Let's first talk about how vitamin D was discovered. American researchers Elmer McCollum and Margaret Davis in 1914 discovered a substance in cod liver oil, which later was called vitamin A. British doctors Edward Melbourne noticed dogs that were fed on cod liver oil did not develop rickets and concluded vitamin A or a closely associated factor of it could prevent the disease. In 1922, Elmer McCollum tested modified cod liver oil in which the vitamin A had been destroyed. The modified oil cured the sick dogs. So McCollum concluded the factor in cod liver oil which cured the rickets was distinct from vitamin A. He called it vitamin D because it was the fourth vitamin to be named. It was not initially realized that unlike other vitamins, vitamin D can be synthesized by humans through exposure to UV light. Introduction to vitamin D. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin. Two unique qualities of vitamin D are: vitamin D is the only nutrient that is a hormone. A hormone is a compound manufactured by one organ or tissue in the body that enters the bloodstream and has a physiological effect on the other organ in the body. Skin, liver, and kidneys help in the synthesis of active vitamin D. Bone and intestine respond to the active vitamin D. Therefore, vitamin D is the only nutrient that is a hormone. Vitamin D is the only nutrient that can be produced in the skin on the exposure of ultraviolet light. Two forms of vitamin D. Vitamin D2, a synthetic product derived from irradiation of plant sterols, ergosterol, and is used in some supplements. Vitamin D2 is also called ergocalciferol. Vitamin D3, which is called cholecalciferol, is a form synthesized in the human body. It is commonly used in supplements and fortified foods. Both forms of vitamin D must be modified by chemical reactions that occur in kidney and livers before they can be active in the body. How is vitamin D produced in our body? When ultraviolet rays from the sun reach our skin, vitamin D begins its production. 7-dehydrocholesterol, which is found in the skin and is a precursor of vitamin D, is converted into an inactive form of vitamin D3. In livers and kidneys, further chemical reaction takes place. In livers, with the help of dietary food intake of vitamin D3 and vitamin D2, cholecalciferol is converted into calcidiol, 25-hydroxy vitamin D3. In kidneys, vitamin D3 is converted into 1,25 dihydroxy vitamin D3, calcitriol. This active form of vitamin D, which is calcitriol, helps maintain calcium balance in our body. Why is vitamin D important in our body? The main function of vitamin D, calcitriol, is to maintain the normal range of calcium and phosphorus in the blood. Parathyroid hormone, PTH, and calcitonin helps maintain blood calcium within normal range. The tight regulation of blood calcium is available to all the cells. Vitamin D regulates blood calcium in three different ways. It influences the absorption of calcium and phosphorus from the small intestine. With the help of parathyroid hormone and calcitonin, it regulates calcium excretion via kidneys. It also affects the deposition or withdrawal of minerals from the bones. What role does vitamin D play in the body? Active form of vitamin D, calcitriol, helps regulate calcium and other minerals in our body. Calcitriol increases calcium absorption from body in our GI tract. If we need more calcium, our kidneys can produce more of the active form of calcium of vitamin D, which raises our calcium levels by increasing the amount we absorb from our body. Interactions of vitamin D with others. Vitamin D interacts with calcium, vitamin K, magnesium, and vitamin A. With calcium, hyperdose of vitamin D is toxicity causing hypercalcemia or higher levels of calcium in the body. Vitamin D's interaction with vitamin K helps the body use calcium properly. The interaction of vitamin D and magnesium is still little hypothetical to researchers. They think that supplementing with high levels of vitamin D could cause an even greater magnesium deficiency in an already deficient population. Magnesium also helps vitamin D metabolism. The role of vitamin A and vitamin D are like a seesaw. Vitamin A can prevent vitamin D toxicity and vitamin D can prevent vitamin A toxicity. So they work vice versa. Food which provide vitamin D. Fatty fish are considered the richest source of vitamin D. Salmon, tuna, shrimps, oyster, and cod liver oil. Notice they're all seafoods. Eggs are another good source of vitamin D. Mushrooms are the only vegetables to contain ergosterol, the precursor of vitamin D. 3 ounces of portobello mushrooms, our body gets 400 IUS of vitamin D. Recommendations for consumption of vitamin D. Recommended dietary allowance by the National Institute of Health is 15 micrograms, which is 600 IUS, daily for infant, children, and adults up to 70 years of age. A daily value is 10 micrograms, 400 IUS. Tolerable upper intake level, 100 micrograms, which is 4,000 IUS. The foods which meet the recommended daily requirements of vitamin D are 1 cup of whole milk, which is 124 IUS, with 1 serving of bran cereals, 40 IUS. Maybe in your breakfast, and in your dinner you can have 3 ounces of salmon fish, which is approximately 300 IUS. That can make you meet the daily recommendation for vitamin D. According to the National Institutes of Health, we can easily meet our body's requirements for vitamin D by simply getting enough sunshine. Isn't that interesting? Let's talk about deficiency of vitamin D. Vitamin D deficiency can result from inadequate exposure to sunlight, malabsorption, accelerated catabolism from certain medications. In infants, the minimal amount of vitamin D found in breast milk. In children, vitamin D deficiency can result in rickets, which presents as bowing of their legs. Rickets is softening and weakening of bones due to extreme and prolonged vitamin D deficiency. In adults, it results in osteomalacia, which presents as a poorly mineralized skeletal matrix. Osteomalacia is caused by severe deficiency of vitamin D. The common symptoms are softening of bones. In older adults, you can even see fractures. So, I would like to conclude that vitamin D really plays an important role in our body functioning and maintenance. In the presence of other deficiencies, we should be really careful about supplementing with high doses of vitamin D. So, soak up your daily dose of vitamin D by getting enough sunlight. These are the references which helped me make this presentation. Thank you so much.